Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're following the crypto market trends very closely, you probably have heard of the Bitcoin 2021 conference in Miami, Florida, that was just happening last weekend. It was a big event, hosting some major influencers in the Bitcoin space. Most of them are Bitcoin maximalists. But there were big speakers from various industries, even including ex-politicians. Over 60,000 people, including MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, and even skateboarding legend Tony Hawk came together. Pro-crypto Miami Mayor Francis Suarez opened the event on Friday with a speech where he said that the days of central banking are coming to an end. Michael Saylor revealed that it had been almost exactly 1 year since he bought his first Bitcoin, and Jack Dorsey contemplated internet currencies while being heckled over Twitter's censorship practices. A lot was happening at the conference, so today we will be focusing on one highlight from a person that has been ushering Bitcoin for quite some time. Him and his company is in fact one of the biggest whales who hold a significant amount of Bitcoin's supply. We're talking about none other than Michael Saylor of MicroStrategy. According to him, Bitcoin will rise again, disregarding the recent massive dip and lower price movement of BTC. Why is that? Let's get into it. A lot of interesting stage speeches were given during this Bitcoin conference. But as for today's video, we have some great points that were made by Michael Saylor. He talked quite a bit about Bitcoin as a store of value, what he sees around the energy it uses, and specifically the future of our monetary policy. He made a comment around this energy FUD, the idea that Bitcoin is the most wasteful form of currency, sucking energy from the planet, heating the planet up, and using more energy than all these countries combined. Paraphrasing him, this is what Michael Saylor pointed out. Look, I think Bitcoin is the most efficient use of energy that the human race has yet come up with. I looked at the annual report of Google, and Google puts about 170 or 180 billion of energy into their business to create 1.8 trillion of an asset. Bitcoin puts $4 billion of energy and capital investments to create an $800 billion asset. So, with Bitcoin, you put in $1, you get out $200. With Google, you put in $1, you get out $10. I studied the entire S&P index and all the annual reports. You put in $1, you get out $4. If you look at bank JP Morgan, they spend $1 to generate $3.80 of value. And if you study an airline, they put in $1 to get out 40 cents. So Bitcoin is some 20 times more efficient than Google, and is 50 times more efficient than a normal company. And it's 500 times more efficient than real energy producers. That was an applause moment, being able to dive into these companies and see how they are wasting energy or pretending that they are in fact environmentally safe when they're really not. Leave it to him to dive into that really good stuff. He also took some time to talk about the future of Bitcoin as a store of value when you compare it against other assets. He was asked about the idea of Ethereum or alternative coins as a store of value. He ultimately sees Bitcoin as the preeminent store of value beyond anything we've ever seen in the history of humankind. Again, paraphrasing him, this is what Michael Saylor had to say. You can buy land somewhere, but someone can tax it and take it away from you. You can buy gold, but someone can take it away from you. You can buy stocks, but you can never take possession of them. You can buy debt, but you can never take possession of it. You can buy jewelry, but people will take it away from you. And Bitcoin is the apex property of the human race. It's the first time we've figured out how to create a true property that you can take possession of with full custodial rights. That is least likely to be impaired and that is most mobile. If you compare that to buying silver or gold or land or stock, your custodial and property rights are impaired by everything else. And so I think Bitcoin is truly a seminal invention of the human race. Because for the first time in human history, we can grant property rights to 8 billion people, and that is what I think is cool. Now that was on point. Michael Saylor definitely showed how much he has learned about Bitcoin, and he knows exactly why it will rise again. But what does he think about Elon Musk? the billionaire man who has been affecting the crypto markets through his tweets. After all, Elon Musk is the guy who listened to Michael Saylor and converted their money into Bitcoin at Tesla. In an interview prior to this Bitcoin conference, Michael Saylor said that Elon Musk moves quickly. He acts with altruistic and is not afraid to make bold choices. But here's what he had to say during the conference when asked about all of this recent tweeting, which has been moving the market. Whenever I see anybody criticizing, I say, well, that's your solution to people in Argentina. When you're in Manhattan in New York and you're at a cocktail party, and then you're criticizing this, what are you saying to everybody else in Africa or South America or Asia or Venezuela? What is your solution to them? I think that Bitcoin critics, as a general rule, they all fall into this category. They all just criticize something they don't understand that's new. No one says they should buy Apple stock to save their life savings in Africa to avoid it being stolen by the local government. Nobody says that. So if you don't give a constructive solution to the problem, then you're just reflexively rejecting a new thing. Now, it's been a few days since that conference, and Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy announced on Monday that it will offer $400 million of senior secured notes to qualified institutional buyers. The notes will be due in 2028, and MicroStrategy plans to use proceeds from the transaction to buy more Bitcoin, according to a press release. MicroStrategy currently holds some 92,079 Bitcoins, bought for a total of $2.251 billion at an average price of about $24,450 per Bitcoin. The company's Bitcoin holdings are currently worth roughly $3.3 billion. Saylor said that adding Bitcoin to his company's balance sheet has helped it achieve its best run of performance in a decade. He said Bitcoin is hope and it fixes everything. He just emphasized it imbued life into the world. Morale was dramatically boosted. We just had the best first quarter we've had in a decade. The Bitcoin purchases have helped MicroStrategy market its services, building brand awareness, and he expects to continue buying more digital assets. There were many other great talks given by the other speakers at the conference. Saturday's speakers included Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz, who reminded everyone that Bitcoin is the most held asset besides the US dollar. And then even the Prime Minister of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, dropped a massive Bitcoin bombshell as part of a presentation. A pre-recorded message by Nayib revealed that he had been tabling a bill to make Bitcoin a legal tender in his country. Now, many are calling this announcement one of the most historic moments in cryptocurrency, and it's quite possible that other nations will follow suit if the bill is passed. To conclude, the crypto market has obviously been moving at a slower pace at the moment. The markets are still new and we're still early in the adoption phase. There are some newcomers who can be easily influenced by Elon Musk's tweets. We can see this as a good thing to filter out the weak hands of the market. Early investors who hold for the long term, who believe in the potential of crypto and blockchain technology, are going to be rewarded the most. We hope that this video highlighting the Bitcoin conference can help clear out some of the FUD that's been going around. Always do your own research before investing any money into any crypto projects. Be wise, and if you're here for the long term, then you're on the right track. Bitcoin will totally rise again. If you're looking to learn more about business topics like this, stay tuned for our later videos. We will go into depth on various other topics that we're sure will interest you. Also, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. See you next time.